From MTN News, this is Montana This Morning.
Recreational marijuana coming to Montana in January. How is the city of Bozeman going to handle that? They tackled the issue last night. We'll have the latest.
She overcame a disability to show her family and her peers success is possible. I'm Holly Brantley with the unique story of one young lady at MSU coming up.
Happy Wednesday, Southwest Montana. It is 6:30. Chet Lehman, Matt Elwell with you here, guiding you through our final half hour on this Wednesday.
6:30 already?
And you're going to need us to guide you through that because some places you're not going to be able to see where you're at.
Yeah, you're going to need to take it slow. If you're driving over Bozeman Pass this morning,
lots of time. Give
yeah,
yourself lots of time.
Right now, the traffic doesn't look too terrible, but obviously you're going to have to leave some time as you're driving. You're not going to have the visibility you need. So, of course, take it slow this morning. There's some areas dealing with some patchy fog, but that's the area of most concern at this point. Bozeman sitting at 34 in Butte. We're sitting at 29 in Whitehall, 28 in Ennis. We're seeing some clouds trying to roll into the area. I think we're going to be dealing with mostly cloudy conditions as we head into the afternoon. Bozeman Planner, it looks like our temperatures should top out into the upper 50s, mid to upper 50s in Bozeman. A little bit of a breeze through the afternoon. A few warm days, and then things turn south. We'll talk about how south that's going to be, and that doesn't mean warmer. That's
no, I got you. Yeah. Friendly reminder too, when it's foggy like that, almost always those bridge decks are going to be slippery. So
that's right.
Slow down.
That's it.
We want to keep you as a viewer, not a topic. 6:31. Starting the first of the year, recreational marijuana sales will become legal in Montana. That could be a real big deal. In neighboring Washington, taxes on sales of the drug netted state and local governments more than $473 million in 2020. In fact, taxes collected on marijuana sales exceeded total alcohol sales in the state by more than $229 million. In Oregon, marijuana sales in 2020 exceeded $1 billion, and media outlets report brisk sales of the drug in communities along the Oregon-Idaho border. Now here in Montana, local communities have some power over how sales will take place and how it'll be taxed. For instance, in Kalispell, sales outlets will only be allowed in areas with industrial zoning. Now, Bozeman City Commission met last night to start the discussion on what's going to happen here. TN's Edgar Cedillo was there and has the latest.
Bozeman City Commissioners met to discuss the city's marijuana laws as Montana prepares for the sale of recreational marijuana beginning in January. Marijuana businesses in Bozeman prepare for a change in the coming months.
We've just even learned from the medical program is just always be on your toes and that change is inevitable.
Workers at the Grizzly Pine say that they expect to have an increase of traffic 4 times greater than they are seeing now. They even are already seeing people ready for recreational sales.
People stopping in that think we're already good to go and are excited to buy, and we have to tell them, nope, January 1st though.
So, what does this mean for Bozeman marijuana dispensaries? Well, they're going to have to pay a $750 annual fee to the city. On top of that, the city adopted a change increasing the distance between a dispensary relative to a school or a place of worship from 400 feet to 500 feet.
We're a little nervous. It is a big step, I'm sure, for every dispensary in Montana, and just the anticipated influx of customers is going to be a big deal.
It's an area full of change, and with the law taking effect, it means businesses like Grizzly Pine will be able to continue adapting.
We're at a point that if we really, put our nose to the grindstone, we can sustain and continue to provide Gallatin County. And
for now, Bozeman City Commission will still hold a second vote on this ordinance before it becomes law. Reporting at City Hall, Edgar Cedillo, MTN News.
From Bozeman to Billings. In Billings last night, City Commission talked about where it will allow marijuana dispensaries. First, though, voters there have to approve the sale on a November ballot. If that happens, then the commission wants to limit sales outlets to areas at least 600 feet from schools and parks, 300 feet from neighborhoods. Now, marijuana sellers say that's a problem. They say those limits would leave them few places to locate and not enough choices of buildings to rent or buy. There are already 29 medical marijuana sellers in Yellowstone County near the city, and those should be able to start selling a drug for recreational use starting the first of the year. Again, if voters approve those recreational sales on the November ballot. Well, this morning we meet a Native American student on a unique path to success at Montana State University. Holly Brantley joins us from campus with one young lady's special story.
Tia Doney says it wasn't easy to leave her nieces and nephews in Havre, but she did it. She came here to MSU to show them success is possible, but that's only part of her story. She's a film and anthropology student on a mission to show others their stories and their heritage have power too.
I'm proud of my heritage, and one of my favorite things about my culture is the stories of just all the lessons, and especially if it has to do with astrology. I love those stories. My favorite story is the Assiniboine story of how the Big Dipper and Northern Star came to be.
Stars in the Sky, written by Tia Doney. It's her modern take on a tale from her Native American heritage to help others connect to and understand the beliefs.
A personal thing for me is changing the over-romanticization of Native American culture.
She's proud of her heritage and her own personal story. She is passionate about helping all people embrace the power of their own backgrounds and layers. In fact, I learned when it comes to stories, Tia has a powerful one of her own.
When you make a new friend, pay attention to the stories they tell you, because it could just show you a huge portion of who they are.
As we talked, Tia bravely opened up about her battle with dyslexia, something she feels is important to share.
A lot of people don't expect someone to be so open about their learning disability and being an adult with a learning disability in higher education. And so it's not just like my race or my heritage or anything that people are like kind of confused about.
I learned she has had to fight through all four aspects of dyslexia that bring challenges, including math and also all aspects of languages, reading, writing, and spoken.
It is a disability. I do have accommodations for it. I don't really describe myself as a disabled person. I'm a person with a disability.
And yet, she overcomes as a writer. She's been putting words on paper since she was in 3rd grade. She also shares she didn't just have to overcome dyslexia, but the self-doubt that came with it.
I went back to school to prove to my nephews that you at least have to try and do things. You can't just like give up because of something difficult.
But that didn't happen. Instead, she excelled. She says she turned the tables on the disability by using it as a catalyst to foster her strong work ethic. The rest of her motivation comes from her family.
To try. Like, it doesn't matter where you're from or anything. I know a lot of things, especially going back to school. I'm a non-traditional student. I know it's scary in the beginning, but try it.
She says it was hard to leave home, but she pushes forward every day to show others no matter what challenges you face, success is possible. All you have to do is try.
Especially if you have a disability, actually put in the effort to try, go to disability services and get accommodations and talk to your professors, get to know your professors, go to office hours, bug your TAs. Actually try, because you can accomplish so much.
We wish Tia the best of luck as she finishes her career as a student and then moves on to a career in film. In Bozeman, Holly Brantley, MTN News.
Well, I love that advice, being actively involved in your education. By the way, Stars in the Sky was Tia's final project for the class. With that script, she made it to the quarterfinals of a script writing competition. She is enrolled as a Gros Ventre on the Fort Belknap Reservation, raised as a Cree woman. She grew up off the reservation, however, in Havre. Time for a quick break here on Montana This Morning.